Hey guys, and welcome back to another new series, and oh my gosh, I love this music, but it's loud. This happens every time I try to record something. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, yes. This is another new series. Rising Angels Reborn. This is a game I found on Steam. It's a free-to-play VN. It looks like a fairly interesting game, so... Hey, I thought, hey, let's do a series about this after Long Live the Queen. Well, Long Live the Queen just ended, so here we are. Now, I'm not going to sit here and read all of this, as there's a lot of background lore that looks like it's going to be helpful. I've already read it, actually. Like, I went in, I looked at all this. Now, but for you guys, I'm just going to, flip through everything. And if you want to, read it, like, if you're interested or anything, you can pause the video. Okay. So let's just go. And here. Next. Next. Yeah. There's a reason that I'm not... Oh, right. Okay, these have a long description. Right, right. But yeah, there's a simple reason that I'm not reading all of this. Because then the entire episode would be lore. Okay, so that's how that works. Well, that's just why I'm doing that. Okay. Have you finished reading everything you wanted to read? Then let's jump in. Buttons! We have buttons. You never feel as much pride as the time you were given command. An instructor at the academy once told me that. There's something to be said about that. My first command was a listening outpost on some backwater swamp planet that didn't have an official name. Oh yeah, for those of you who are confused, this is a, sci-fi game. Well, yeah, sci-fi, like, in space. If you read the lore, you should understand a little bit. Main character has just, like, gotten... Well, this is a bit of backstory, let's just read it. I called it my watery hell. My command consisted of myself, 2 automated recording machines, and a virtual intelligence to manage them. I was alone during my stint as a lieutenant and a brevet captain. The only thing that kept me sane were the games for my virtual assistant. Pretty sure I've managed to beat every single role-playing game known to the galaxy. Good job! Good job, MC! You deserve major props. Sure, there haven't been very many made since the War for Our Survival started so many years ago, but still. When I signed up to fight, I thought the Katajian Defense Force would have been smart enough to send me to the front. Nope, I go to watery hell with constant mold problems. They sent my classmates, who were far less capable than I, to the front. Those who just got to man task forces and fight. And, like I predicted, most of them perished with their comrades. They were blind fools. Idiots! If I would have been there, this war could have been over by now. Instead, innocent people, brave warriors, and powerful war machines had to be sacrificed to some dumb tactical officer's bad battle plans. Not anymore! I've been watching the Loadmaster and her droids moving cargo for a few minutes. I might have to inquire if she knows anything about my welcoming party. As I walk up to her, I catch notice of her short stature and a non-regulation issue hat. Great, she's a Hobbin! During my academy... Oh wait, was that sarcastic grade or actual grade? I don't know. During my academy and training years, I never saw too many of them. While nimble and dexterous, they aren't what you would call our A-class students. Most of them are dense as rocks. Okay, it was a sarcastic one. Even now, she's smiling and waving at me with unprofessional excitement. No bearing, no discipline. Oh, okay, we're a girl. Oh, God. Okay, for the main character, I'm not even going to attempt voice acting or anything. Excuse me, could I ask you a quick question? Certainly, how can I help you? I quickly glance over her uniform and notice a small insignia that tells me she's a lowly flight officer. This is some sort of professional treatment my forces give. I'm going to have a difficult time. Still, she's a member of the crew, and someone I'm going to have to work with on a day-to-day basis. I can tolerate a little bit. I am Major Natalie Poo... Steam just does that sometimes. Shield? Who's that? I don't know. You're gonna go with Pookshiel for now. I'm looking for the bridge. You're almost there. Thank you for your assistance, Flight Officer. And I could help out. If you get lost, I'll be finished loading soon and can show you around. That's kind, but I should be fine. Al? Is that AI or Al? I assume it's Al. Don't worry, Kylie. We're here to show her around. Oh, okay, it was Al. Waiting at the end of the hall were a pair of majors approaching me. My real welcoming party, I guess. One of them is a handsome, not healthy, pale-haired Frickon, with large creamy wings and a soft, cheery look on his face. The other man... You've gotten soft over the years, Natalie. Maybe I have, but at least I haven't gotten lax with my support. Letting a kid load all the supplies by herself? I expect better leadership from you. I always thought you were asleep during the delegation class at the academy. You want to talk. I know you slept the first aid course. Oh man. These two. I take it you two know each other? We graduated. Oh my. We graduated from the same academy class. Old friends. Is Major Hackett smiling? I know. This may be a sign of the Armageddon. Okay. I can't keep a straight face and say that. I know, this may be a sign of the Armageddon. I'm just glad something could warm my wingman's heart. My name is Alphonse Tenzin. You already know Soul. Major Natalie Pookshiel reporting. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Flight Officer Kylie Miji. I'm not actually a kid, I'm a hobbit. It's nice to meet you, Flight Officer Miji, though you could stand up to listen to Soul a bit about professionalism. He is right about some things. I'm sorry, ma'am. It's been hard adjusting to military life. Keep at it. Be the best officer you can be. Yes, Mom! I can see why you like her, Soul. Hush, Major Tenzin. You need to get going and let Natalie settle in before Rasuna gets her claws out. Who's Rasuna? You mean Commander Rasuna? Oh god, she looks scared now. I'm going to go back to the loading supplies, sir. Please. Do you see what I have to go through? That's why I'm glad to see you, Natalie. So, I can correct you as well? Here, let me take your luggage. Are you sure? Let's drop these bags off and take control of the ship. It's small, but our work is cut out for us. I'd let him. Soul, let Zuri carry out all of her luggage without even offering a single shred of help. Oh, so okay. Zuri can roundhouse kick me through a wall. She didn't need the help. Jesus! Poor Kylie. You packed light, as always. Uniforms and basic healthcare items. I packed just like the deployment list recommended. Most people don't listen to that. They think we have plenty of space on the ship for things like dumbbells or personal effects. I was told that the list was the official record. You were told right. The force is growing so slack. Take Kylie, for instance. Meep! I don't think we could have had a better quartermaster. She's a wizard without her equipment. Nothing ever stays broken. If you need something, it's stocked on the next supply run. But you saw how she treats superior officers. She seems to think regulations and professional behavior don't matter if you just do it well. We have those regulations for a reason. We deal with life and death situations. We have to be able to know exactly what the person next to you is going to do. Exactly. You wouldn't believe how grateful I am to have someone here who understands that. Rasuna just doesn't understand that being good and being a team just doesn't cut it. Well, I'm here now. We'll start bringing the ship up to code. Damn right! So, you really didn't help poor Kylie with her bags? It was okay. I managed. Well, he can make it up to you by helping finish loading up equipment. I think that's the first thing we can bring up to code. Ugh. Only for you, Natalie. I'll help. Kylie never asks for help when she needs it. Let's show her the power of a trio of majors. I am starting to believe that the gods may have blessed us with your presence here. If I can still move after this, I'll consider agreeing. Thanks, Sol. I'm only helping because Kylie is our quartermaster. Wouldn't waste my time if some of these boxes didn't contain stakes from back home on Quinn. But then, we are going back to the toll. No further delays, please. Just the look on his face made me think he was getting super serious for some reason. Deal. Welcome to the bridge. It isn't much, but it beats being stuck in that tiny coreless cockpit. You flew fighters. 2 years on the front line with the KSS Xeon. Sounds exciting. Not when you get caught up in a major conspiracy. Please tell me you aren't planning to overthrow the board of directors while you're here working here. My career can't handle another one. Whoa, what? On second thought, don't ask. It brings up too many bad memories. Speaking of bad memories, where's your ball and chain? I thought both you and Lena were going to be fighter pilots together. Don't ask. Was it that bad? Ask me when I've had a few drinks. You don't drink, so don't ask me again, please. Great. Sorry. Bad memories, Nat. I never thought befriending mutts could ruin my life in so many ways. Non-humans ruined your relationship. A mutt. Oh, Rasuna. Major Hackett. We were talking about a friend of mine had. It turned out to be a rabid dog. Then use the term dog. Remember what I said if I heard you disparage your fellow servicemen again? I do, ma'am. And what was that? Immediate discharge, ma'am. That is correct, Major Pookshield. What? Your name's Pookshield? The fuck? You would do well to note Major Hackett's lesson. We are a team here on Nimros. We work as a single unit. I will not tolerate those who do not act as a team on my ship. That is the one guiding principle that I must make clear. Yes, Mom. My last experience with a Saito was not a pleasant one. I hope to not repeat it. I bite my lip. Great. She is one of those commanders who have had a bad experience with our organization in the past. Sure, some of us may be a little cutthroat and determined, but we get results. The story I've heard from my instructor were brutal. Selling out your command for success was common, not an exception. I don't believe in that mentality. There are limits to how far you can go before you become the monster you're fighting to destroy. Never will I sink that low. You have nothing to fear from me, Commander. Earn my trust, Major Pookshield. I want to give it to you, but you need to prove yourself. I will. Damn it! Completely forgot to report in. Mom, Major Natalie Fuchshiel reporting in. I am the Special Investigations Tactics Officer assigned to the KSS Nimros. Welcome to my ship, Major. She's one of the best tactical officers in the force, Mom. I've read the training report. Top of your class, correct? Yes, Mom. How many failed out in your class? Around 40%. And the average is 20. Why do you think that happened? Lack of dedication. They were not cut out for the service. And what did you do to help them pass? Everything you could, am I right? We fight and die as a team on the ship, Major. Earn my trust. Yes, Commander. At 10:05, we will be holding an all-call for the ship. You will brief our mission to the entire crew. Until that time, you are off duty. Major Hackett will be your guide. Thank you. You have her quarters decided, Major Hackett. Yes, I was going to put her in the empty room. So I assume it's like the only room in the entire ship that can function as my own bedroom. Would make sense. Well, guys, I think we've been going on long enough here. So, if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Whoa, yeah. Wow, 2 videos in a row I do this. I really need to set a timer. Ugh. Well, okay. I've, made note of when I need to stop the video, I guess. So yeah, let's continue. Incorrect. She'll be rooming with Captain Moonfollow. That is quite the name. And what will we be doing with the empty room? Our ship doctor says he's tired of sleeping in the med ward and laid claim to it. Yes, Mom. That's all. Dismissed. Let's get out of here quickly before she thinks of something else. Wait, I have questions to ask. Alright. Certainly. What are you curious about? Please tell me a little more about the ship. How is the comlink on the ship for gaming? Yeah. That's how we need to go. Everybody knows I'm choosing this. Is the comlink speed strong enough for multiplayer gaming? Excuse me? I'm tired of playing single-player games. There have been some amazing games released in the past few years I would want to play. I forgot you were a gamer. How could you forget? Even in the academy, I played games when I had a rare free moment. Remember? I do remember. I was just hoping maybe you had grown up after being taken away from them. I don't mock your hobbies, so don't mock mine. My apologies. There's nothing better than the occasional stress relief that comes from playing a fun adventure with friends in the lands of swords and shields. Soul would just never understand. I have to agree with that. Role-playing games are fun. Though I agree with Major Hackett that your energies would be better used elsewhere, I understand the need for entertainment after duty. Regrettably, our transmitter is limited and all non-essential communications, including personal data transmissions, are limited. Meaning I can't play multiplayer. Correct. You can play single player though. Beat all the ones I want to play. Play them with me. I want to chat. Oh! Snap! Oh! Sick burn! I want a challenge. Hold. I can continue going on about the gaming. I love this. What if I use the investigation link for gaming in my off time? That doesn't sound like a good idea, but I want to. I need a dedicated link for my investigation work. What if I just use that link in my spare time? You need a dedicated link. Yes, didn't you receive my request list? You need it for playing games in your free time. I could have phrased that original question better. think before you speak. What I meant to say was that I understood what you meant to say. While I am sure you were not meaning to imply that you'd use government resources for personal use, it wouldn't be possible anyway. If I already have the link, what's wrong with me continuing to use it? As I have already stated, we only have one device for transmitting and receiving off-board communications. Anytime you're using it for your own work, we cannot use it for other purposes. If anything, your work is the reason why you couldn't use it. You will have to use it for our communications during those times you are not working. I gotcha. I remember having this same exact conversation with Kika and her navigational equipment. Kika? Who's Kika? Lieutenant Kika Star, our navigator. Her father is some big-wig politician. Can't place the name. Well, it turns out she's a hardcore closet Yep. Yep. Perfect. Steam lag spike. Every time we catch her playing on shift, she always denies it and blames it on the other Lupede. I'll have to talk with her to see if she knows any good ways to link out. Good luck with that. She'll probably put you into indentured servitude for the answer. What? Never mind. Okay, so I'm not going to push my luck anymore. We figured out that we can't do it. Read up on the specs of the ship, but the profile suggested this version might be different. I noticed your ship's profile was different than a standard Harper-class command and control ship. You've got a sharp eye, yes. The ship was modified in depot. Really? But not for the better. Oh? That all depends. Our crew complement has been reduced due to the removal of the self-defense weaponry. Wait. What? I'm sorry, what? That sounds, bad. Wait, we have no defensive lasers or cannons. Correct. So we have no weapons officer or loader. Also, our impulse drive is a KDS E591 instead of the standard E598. As much as I want to bluff understanding, that one line won't help me. And what impact does that have on us, ma'am? A larger engineering bay and larger fuel consumption. Also, our med bay is also removed, but the doctor works out of a secondary research bay instead. Try not to get sick. He is a lecherous demon who has no ethics or Hippocratic... Oh my gosh, why am I having such a difficult time reading this? Hippocratic oath. He's a non-human, isn't he? An Afric, but that doesn't make him any less of a vile monster. I'll keep that in mind. Please do, it's only a matter of time before I catch him and have him court-martialed. Hate to cut the question and answer session short, but we should continue with the tour. You don't want to start your first day tomorrow with no sleep, right? I can feel the first traces of exhaustion beginning to set in. The first time I've had to do anything remotely like work in years. It feels wonderful, though tiring. Maybe having me mumble through the briefing tomorrow might make it a little more interesting. I like this MC. She's funny. No doubt. By your leave, ma'am. Rest well, Major Buchil. Buchil? Damn it, how do I pronounce your fucking name? We expect much from you. Dismissed. Let's go drop off your medical records with the perv and grab a bite to eat. That sounds delightful, I'm famished. If Kylie finished stocking everything, we might be able to make a decent meal from the synthesizer. No cook? No cook. We have some limited cooking facilities, but alas, no cook. I don't think I'd want to eat any more dog food anyway. Lupede food. Same thing, trust me. Wolfie can't cook well. You can try eating it, but you'd rather have the sense stuff. Because she's a Lupede or because she can't cook? Can it be both? I'm not saying all the foods mutants cook is bad, but Lupede stuff is just bland and mushy. Try it if you want, you'll see. This guy is so racist. I'm not joking, like, listen to what he's saying. He's so racist. I can make a decent meal, though. I'll make you something nice sometime. I'll have to compare them. Then we'll have a contest to prove it. Not tonight. Promise? Promise. Let's get going. The clang of metal, instead of the mush of dirt, is welcoming. Never again will I have to check my hair for spiders after a radar array check. Everything is so clean, so shiny. I did it. I really am back to the real Space Force again. I'm free to save the universe once more. Happy? Does it show? A little bit. Can't help it. I'm excited. My first real post. My first real mission. Finally off the mud ball. What is your first mission? I haven't checked. My orders were to report here and receive my follow-on orders over the secured network. Sounds like they're trying to make it difficult for your first briefing. You're telling me. I have faith in you. Show them how you give a proper intelligence briefing. Ugh, the English language is so difficult sometimes. Thanks, Soul. I know I can't see the orders, but let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Glad he reminded me before I asked for his help. Saito orders are restricted to Saito eyes only. My first briefing can only be written by me. That is the unfortunate truth of my profession. No matter how much I could wish I could just depend on Soul, on my crew, I am not a part of it. I'm just an attached member. The thought is sobering, bleeding the joy out of my mood. It's lonely at the top. Does my lab have a secure line? I'd rather not have to deal with couriers. Only the finest for you. Doesn't seem like this ship has a lot of the finer things. It doesn't, but you learn to make do with the things you're given. I'm sure you'll find ways to adapt quickly. Of course. This ship is a stepping stone. I must keep telling myself this. We stop in the front of the door in the aft station of the ship. Soul doesn't seem pleased to be here, so I assume we found the Aux lab. Soul knocks against the door 3 times without a single response. Finally, he resorts to loud bangs before he gets a response. Whoever it is, you know the hours. Doc's not in. Whoever's Stan is, that's their voice for a little bit. The ship doctor is available at all hours of the day. Not according to your beloved regulations. Come back tomorrow, but make sure you book an appointment first. I'm sorry, Natalie, but I'm going to have to resort to some more desperate measures. Okay. These desperate measures sound interesting. So how about we, save them for the next episode of Rising Angels Reborn. That's the game's name. So yeah. Let's do that. So anyway, for real this time, if you enjoyed it, the video, please like, subscribe.